Good afternoon, YouTube. This is EconK88, and this video is another video about parks and empty parks and too many parks in Toledo, Ohio, and why, if you're a voter in Toledo, why you should vote against the proposed park levy, which is on the ballot this November, which will add additional property taxes to every single property owner in this city. This is Birmingham Terrace. This is where I ended the previous video and where I'm starting this one, because I thought that every low-income housing area had recreational facilities, and I was correct. I didn't see the playground when I ended the previous video, so here it is. Of course, it's empty. And I'm just surprised at the overall lack of activity in here generally. It's just nobody around, and I know that there are people in every one of these apartments, and a lot of children live here. What the hell are they doing? Is everybody on the internet nowadays all day long, every day, just playing video games and looking at their Facebook page? Or maybe they're all watching my YouTube videos today. This is weird. But anyway, it just shows another reason why we don't need more parks. Because we already have enough parks to begin with, and people don't use them anyway. Even poor people don't use them. So one of the cons to get people to vote for this levy is, well, you know, people in poverty don't have enough to do and they need an opportunity to get out and enjoy themselves. Well, first of all, they don't need multi-millions of dollars worth of parks to enjoy themselves. All they need is a field and a ball and a hoop, or a field, a ball and a bat and a few mitts. How about kick the can? If you don't have any money, you can always play kick the can, I suppose. Or you can play tag or roundup or all the fun games, cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians. I know we're not supposed to say that type of thing nowadays, but I remember cowboys and Indians being a popular game that kids played. Not anymore, but that's not good enough for Toledo City Council. They want to spend even more money. So again, if you're going to vote for this thing, get out and drive around the city and take a look. You will be surprised at how many parks you will find. And I'm still just in East Toledo, and I haven't even covered half of the parks yet. And I'm heading now to a place called Collins Park, which is just up here on the left. And it has a public golf course as well. This park will probably have some people. I'd be shocked if this one was empty, but again, it just shows Collins Park golf course, as you see there. Another pretty nice street here. Some nice brick homes, well kept. Doesn't look like it's been invaded by Section 8 type people. These are the people that are getting squeezed by all these levies too, by the way. And unfortunately, some of them will be stupid enough to vote for these taxes, thinking that it helps their property values, which is completely wrong. There's a groundhog. What we need in Toledo are lower taxes. Yeah, there's a few golfers here. Not many though. Maybe a dozen. So all this green space here, this is all Collins Park. I don't even see anybody here walking their dogs. No frisbee players, nothing. I think I see one guy sitting over there on a bench. He might be a jogger, taking a break from jogging. mean, it's on the warm side here today in Toledo. It's probably in the upper 80s, maybe even 90, but it's not that humid, and it's summertime. Kids are supposed to be out or kids used to be out playing more often, and I know that they do it less, but geez, there's just nobody. And I know part of the reason is people are worried about their safety, but if you come in a large enough group, you know, who's going to bother you? I think safety is as far as this park, I don't think it's a factor. I just think that people have found other things to do. They cocoon more in their own homes. And as I already mentioned, video games and the internet. Here's a basketball court. Doesn't look like it's been used in years though. No backboards. Here are a couple baseball diamonds that are pretty well maintained, but they're not being used. Yeah, he's not a jogger. He's just kind of sitting there relaxing, I guess. There's another ball diamond. That one looks like it's in better shape than the other one. And I was by here a couple weeks ago. I made 2 videos a couple weeks ago, and I decided to take them down because I actually took one of the Toledo City Council members on a tour of many of these parks. And so while he was debating it with council and stuff, I just decided to take those videos down and create new ones. So let's get out and take a look at Collins Pool. This park used to have an operating pool, but it's been closed for years. And I'm sure it's in horrible shape. All these picnic tables, you know, just, there aren't even any garbage cans over here, so it's obvious that nobody uses this area, or they would have trash bins in place for people to dispose their garbage. Yeah. Pool's in pretty rough shape. Probably should just be filled in with dirt and forgotten about. It's like a kiddie pool there, baby pool. So this was probably built, geez, I don't know. This building looks pretty old. This might have even been built back in the WPA years. I say 50s or 60s at least, but possibly prior. A lot of the parks in the Toledo area were built then during the WPA times. But that was back before big unions, especially before government unions, before police and firemen were making $100,000 or $200,000 a year, double dipping, all that sort of good stuff. So now we can no longer afford to operate these things, so they cut the services and raise our taxes. That's just, it's in fact the exact opposite of what they should be doing. Not only are they not doing the right things, they're doing the exact opposite of what should be done, which really is a tragedy for all of us citizens. Unless you're part of the exclusive club that benefits from all these tax receipts. Let's see, we got about another minute to take a look at the other side of the park. This is one of the larger parks in Toledo here, Collins. Other than the school levy, I can't think. The school levy and what's known as Imagination Station and the parks levy, those are the 3 that I really would like to see defeated this November.